All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome here to the Sports Talk Network. Here, different setting a little bit. On the couch, you can still see the painting there. But anyways, welcome here to the Sports Talk Network, and welcome here to the Riverdale review. And look what I found out from StreamYard that I get to use. So I'll be using it here soon. But welcome to the Riverdale review and theories here for season 4, episode 9, the fall finale. And certainly going to be interesting, indeed, to see how things go beyond this. I mean, I saw this episode, and now I'm reviewing it from last night, but I'm talking about regards to when it comes back. When you pass holidays and get into 2020, and it returns. I had a couple more episodes than This Is Us did. This Is Us ended before Thanksgiving, and then I think a couple weeks ago, and they're not coming back to 2020, and their shows are returning then. Riverdale stayed a little bit longer, had their fall finale here last night, and now, well, let's talk about the show in itself. And as you guys can see, trying to make my shows more professional. Got myself dressing up more often, or when I can. Having the sticker on the bottom. Now I'm just testing this out with this. I don't know if I can add other things to make it, but I put this here for, since it is Riverdale review, I'll be continually coming through for those that are stopping in. If you like it, let me know. If you don't, let me know as well. I'd like to hear the feedback. But moving on, let's talk about Riverdale. As I just said, Riverdale's fall finale was last night, and it tied up a few storylines while introducing some new ones, as of course you like to do, or the show likes to do, and also added a big twist to the Jughead is dead flash forwards. And here we go. Excuse me. Jughead submits his Baxter Brothers story to his class at Stonewall Prep, and Mr. DuPont calls it outstanding, naming him the winner of the contest to write the next book. But as he hands Jughead a contract to sign, he reminds him that he has to play by the rules. Before he signs, he wants to find out if his grandfather is still out there. And thanks to some help from Charles, tracks down the old man who's living in a converted bus in a neighboring town. Sorry. Jughead tells him his conspiracy theory, because it clears things up. He did write the first Baxter Brothers book, but he sold it to DuPont for a measly $5,000. The bitterness over the sale led him to drink, and he still regrets how bad he treated FP and his family. Counsels Jughead, or tells Jughead to seize the opportunity you're being given, and Jughead convinces FP to give his absentee dad another chance. When Jughead returns, I don't know what happened there, so I'm just going to start from the top. And I actually did see when I went off, so what's this? Counsels Jughead to seize the opportunity you've been given, and Jughead convinces FP to give his absentee dad another chance. When Jughead returns to the converted bus, though, it has vanished, and FP isn't surprised that his dad bailed out once again. Jughead signs the Baxter Brothers contract and promptly receives a note telling him to go to the North Woods, where he finds a ritual ceremony set up, with Brett and Donna among those welcoming him to the Quill and Skull Society. As part of this ceremony, Jughead smashes a skull with a rock and finds the key inside. But what does the key unlock? Jughead's lock is going to run out soon, though, it seems. We end with another ominous flash forward. Archie stands over Jughead's lifeless body and confirms he's dead, before asking Betty what did you do? And Jughead's love is still clutching a rock in her hand. So, saying so, Betty, come on now. Hashtag bait and switch. Hashtag movie magic. Not movie magic. I'm just mean it's not what you think. It's not as you seem. Not everything's like it seems, right? Archie admits to FP he's the masked vigilante who's been roaming the mean streets of Riverdale. And though FP warns him to concentrate on running the center, Archie is determined to make sure Dodger and his family don't hurt anyone else. After a few kids from the center get beat up, Archie takes revenge along with FP, who dons his serpent jacket to help Archie pummel Dodger's brothers, Bill and Fagin. FP pays the price, though, as he and Archie are basking in their victory, a pops, a masked assailant runs in and shoots FP in the chest before bleeding. It's just a flesh wound, but Archie chases down Dodger and his mom before they leave town, and he and Dodger get into a back alley brawl, while Veronica and Kevin sing Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting at the Speakeasy. So, alright. Alright, yeah, Archie beats Dodger into a bloody pulp and warns his mom he'll kill them if they ever come back to Riverdale, just as his kids arrive to see it. Archie is ashamed of what he's become and sobs to his mom it's not fair that people like Dodger live while heroes like Fred are dead. Mary reminds him he's still grieving, but Archie calls himself a monster and wants some help with processing his anger. So there you go. Betty versus Betty here in this regard. Speaking of Riverdale characters who need serious psychiatric help, Betty is given a fresh mystery to solve when her sister Polly mutilates a nurse and claims to have no memory of the attack. Then Alice receives a phone call, hangs up without speaking, and grabs a kitchen knife before advancing menacingly toward Betty. She snaps out of it when Betty snaps her fingers, and Betty concludes that Polly received a similar call, putting her in a hypnotic state. But who's the hypnotist? Which also can foreshadow what happened to Jughead. I'm just saying in regards to Betty. No one snapped her out because no one knew how to. Or not, I don't know. If you guessed it, and something to do at the farm. You win a free milkshake at Pop's. At Pop's. Evelyn is actually the one making the calls from behind bars. She turns her victims into Betty, who is compelled to kill Dark Betty by saying the trigger word tangerine 3 times in a row. Betty has a vision of her younger self killing and decides she needs to break the cycle. So she has Charles put her under, where she takes the rock out of young Betty's hand and saves her from killing. Oh. Back at home, Betty seals her victory over Dark Betty by smashing her bedroom mirror. So, alright. Here you go. And some other notes here. Cheryl smoked out her mom Penelope as the one lighting her, literally, by setting off a bug bomb inside the house where Penelope's been hiding inside the walls. Penelope admitted she wanted to destroy the happiness Cheryl had found with Jason, and Cheryl sentenced her to an indefinite and involuntary stay in the gang's secret bunker. She also said a tearful goodbye to Jason, sending his body down Sweetwater River in a flaming boat. So, Viking funeral style. Veronica's feud with her dad Hiram continues to rage, with Hiram taunting her about having to attend Riverdale Community College after she impulsively turned down Harvard. She had an interview lined up with Columbia, but Hiram stepped in and invited the Columbia rep to the speakeasy in time to see an underage Ronnie bells out a tune in a liquor-filled club. Plus, Hiram foiled Veronica's plan to copy the family rum recipe acquired from her abuelita by presenting his daughter with a patent and threatening to sue her if she violated it. Archie got a big surprise at the very end, a visit from Fred's brother Frank, who Archie apparently has never met. So maybe they'll find him closure in time. But yeah, so FP got shot in the chest at close range, and he really ended up in the hospital bed, grumbling that he's had worse. So See, like me here, like, how was he able to survive that quickly and be able to not have more serious injuries? And a little concerned that Jughead didn't read that contract very closely before he signed it. Could there be some nefarious stuff hiding in the fine print? Also, Jughead draws a little crown over his signature. So that's cool. The red flags for Cheryl continue to pile up. She's now imprisoning her own mother, which is to be a felony of some kind, no matter what Penelope is guilty of. But I've said it once, and I guess I'll have to say it again. Tony, you might have to run. Sorry. Anyways, that'd be a great well, that was a great episode of Riverdale. Glad to review it with you guys. Sorry about the issue there. Hope you guys are enjoying this rolling ticker, but I'll have to stop here as I'm going to share where you can find me on the Twitter, and that is at my personal handle at oh, look at the ticker still goes. That's cool. At Army_strong_06, and there's a couple new features like this and the ticker. You can have them together, I guess. Now I see that. And also, if you have a 3-person call and you want to show the ticker, you want to show ticker and other stuff or whatever, it will center the video or move the video so it's not on that third person's face, like right here, where they can't see their face because of the ticker thing, or both being now here. Like, if you've seen in past videos when I'm showing comments or promoting my stuff at the end of the episode with Kyron and others that are there, it's over Kyron's face. I don't mean any negativity by that. He knows that, obviously. He might not even notice or care at the time. But if he watched it back, he'd notice it. And StreamYard was able to fix that. Not because I said anything, but I'm sure maybe others have, or they just noticed themselves doing streams on their own website, their own creation, their own baby, so to speak. So that's kind of cool. Very cool. Instagram at StephenK_06 and Snapchat at StevieK_06. And of course, find it on Twitter at, for the game I'm going to be playing next, Whodunit Double Vision Season 2 at Whodunit DB. But I hope you all, guys and gals and people, enjoy this review. Look forward to hearing from you all. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all the other jazz. Above all else, as always, take care.